Here's Bosher to kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Deontay Harris on 10-10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 41, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. And for Darnold, this may be a free play. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that.
Call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Darnold from the gun. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Play action. It's Newton. That's caught by Waller out left side. A gain of 6 there on first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, Newton. Over the middle to Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
40-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Operating from the gun, Newton. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
And it's 3rd down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
First play fake, and it's Darnold out to his left. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The ball here up from his safety spot.
Brought down back at the 32.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. across the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Randy Bullock on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing. Take care of the football.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Give them 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, Newton. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack by Marcus Hunt. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold, and he completes it to Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
first down. Here's the run with Anderson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Gerald Everett.
Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. Those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Bears 12.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
30-yard line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
They'll run on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going.